And then, and you mentioned it, then comes the Olympics, and being a part of the Redeem Team, which was an epic documentary on Netflix they did, last year. It might have been this year, but I thought that was sweet. But I mean, just to share the floor in a jersey with the likes of Kobe and LeBron and Carmelo and Chris Paul, I mean, it's like, this was just a team for the ages. What was that experience like to get called into that environment?
Pinch me still to this day.
Wow.
Surreal moment. Like, God, how did I get here? What I was most proud about was that we actually bonded. It wasn't just an all-star team coming together. We actually came together and bonded. And it was an incredible experience that I'll never forget. I remember getting a call from Jerry Colangelo and Team USA saying, you made the team. And I was like, oh, my God. I'm one of the best players in the world. I'm the best at what I do. That's amazing, So, all I could do was harken back to 210 South Terrace Avenue in the west side of Columbus.
Wow.
I'm like, how did I get here, God? It was your hand. It was your favor. The whole step, the whole way, your love that propelled me. And now in front of billions of people, on this world stage. And
that Olympics was nuts,
surreal.
too.
Surreal.
Yeah.
We're, rock stars everywhere we go. Olympic Village. You meet all the great athletes, Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, Venus and Serena Williams, on and on and on. I mean, it was just such a star-laden Olympics.
And Nastia Lukin and the gymnastics teams were huge back then.
Yeah. So, it was an amazing time that I'll never forget.
Do you have any kind of like locker room stories that you remember from any of those guys in the room, whether it was Kobe or, I mean, guys that just, you kind of had this bonding experience that was so personal, or something you always look back to?
All of them, pretty much, Jaggy. Yeah. All of them. I mean, we all did everything together, whether it be dinners, lunches, obviously breakfast. We were together all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of banter, as you can imagine. I will say this, everyone approached the situation from an egoless standpoint. We all have egos because we're all terrific in our own right. Yeah. But when it came to becoming a team, we all left our ego at the door. And we came together and said, it's not about one individual or two individuals, it's about all of us. How can we all add impact to what we're doing? And it's important to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Yeah. And this moment was bigger than all of us, and so we talked a lot about that in the locker room. And there was such a focus because, remember, we had lost in 2004. Right. And didn't win the gold medal. So there was a keen focus on what we had to accomplish, and it was almost business-like. So we bantered and we had fun, but we knew how to lock in when it was time to lock in. And I was able to see the habits of a Kobe, the work ethic of LeBron, and they were younger than me. The Jason Kidds, the Tayshaun Princes, the Dwayne Wades, to name a few, Chris Bosh's. And so we were able to see each other's habits and work ethics. And I was just taking notes for this regular season. Okay, that's his tendency. That's his tendency. No way. I was scouting the guys out while we were playing because you had to play against them during the regular season in NBA. But for the most part, though, we all were open and willing to share our secrets to our games. And me and Carmelo Anthony would shoot. I would challenge him every day in shooting. And, we learned from each other, which was a beautiful thing. And so just a lot of memories. I think winning the gold medal meant more to us than it typically did because we had been together for 3 years prior to that. Wow. So there's something about the journey.
The team was selected that early?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we came together 3 years prior. So all those practices, all those sacrifices of summer time, and we had training camps all summer. We practiced all summer for 3 years. And then we reached the moment of winning the gold medal, and it was like, now we can breathe. Wow. And it was such adulation and joy in our locker room when we won because of the journey that came along with it.